Okay, so today we're going to be doing a video talking about 3 trade opportunities that I have just found this week, and I want to show them to you. The last 2 weeks we had some really awesome trade opportunities that came up, but a big problem is that I was so busy during that time that I wasn't able to post them out to you on YouTube, but I was able to post them out onto Twitter. And you can see these 2 pictures right here basically show you 2 trade opportunities where what I basically did, I posted it out to the Twitter page saying I was having a look at those trade opportunities. Then I posted out saying exactly what I was going to do on the trade. And then a few days later, I profited on the trade and I made my trading targets. People just like yourself, traders, are able to follow along with that as well. So make sure to go over to my Twitter page and you can actually follow me and be able to catch these opportunities. But what we're going to be doing now is we're actually going to be having a look through these actual opportunities. There's 2 opportunities on currencies and 1 opportunity on an index, and it's the UK 100. The other 2 opportunities are going to be on the Euro Aussie dollar and on the New Zealand dollar against the Swiss franc, CHF. So what we're going to be doing in this video, getting onto the charts, I'm going to be showing you the exact breakdown of what I found and why I'm going to be trading the opportunities, and you will be able to take them for yourself as educational purposes. Now, what I would like to say to every single one of you, please do not take what I'm about to show you as investment advice or persuasive advice. It is completely up to you to decide what you'd like to do with your money. The only reason why I'm going to be showing you this is for educational purposes. As you know, I train students in 28 countries around the world, and I run an investment academy. I teach people how to do what I do. But like I said, we're going to be looking at just 3 trading opportunities, and then I'll be sending you on your way. Let's get onto the charts now. Okay, so like I said, we're onto the charts now. We're going to have a look at 3 trade opportunities. I'm not going to be explaining it too much to you. I'm just going to give you the overview behind exactly what I found that I really like on all 3 of these trades. And these are definitely going to be trades that I'll be taking in my investment group. I am currently short on the Euro Aussie dollar. I'm currently long New Zealand dollar Swiss franc, and the UK 100 trade, so on the FTSE 100, is a trade I'll probably be taking in the market open on Monday, and I will explain to you why I'm not in that trade yet. So to start off with, I'm going to go on to the first trade that I've got on the chart. This is going to be the Euro Aussie dollar. So on the Euro Aussie dollar, the specific reason why I wanted to make use of this is mainly because of quite a few multi-layered strategies that I make use of. But on top of it, also a lot of fundamental reasons. So the fundamental reasons of this trade is going to be what I don't share with you tonight. The main reason why, there are a lot of very complex reasons behind why I feel the euro is going to weaken over the mid to long term, as well as reasons behind why I chose the Australian dollar. Unfortunately, it would take me close to about an hour to do it, but what I'm going to do is show you just the technicals, because that is something that you can understand and you can do for yourself as well. Okay, so basically point number 1 is going to be that I was able to draw quite a few really good trend lines and see that there was a strong level of resistance on portions of these trends. So firstly, you're going to have a look at these red trend lines. So these red trend lines are basically running through all of the channels. So you can see that there's one channel moving all the way down here, and I'm actually going to make use of, okay, so just if I make use of my blue drawing pencil, you can basically see the first channel I talk about is this channel right here. And that channel is basically forming a wedge. So you can see as price is moving down to this level, it's tightening, and then there's a breakout to the upside. Now what that basically has done is that's formed a brand new channel right up here. So if I just clear this all and I start off with an actual trend line, you're going to see that there's another form of a wedge forming right there. So what this allows us to see is that right in these channels, we've got one channel moving downward and we've got another channel moving upward. Now, what you can also see on the charts is that there are convergence points. And what I did in a previous video, I'll put the thumbnail up over here for you to go and watch. Very nice video talking about exactly how you can spot convergence points. Very simple technical analysis strategy that you can use to help improve your trading. And what I've also found here is that there's a few of them. So effectively, the reason why I said there was those 2 channels is mainly because, as you can see, price formation is forming in forms of V's. So effectively there is a wedge forming down, followed by an uptrend, followed by a possible downtrend. And as you can see, if we zoom backwards, you've got these long-term trends that we can see right over here. And I'm actually going to draw it in. And you can basically see the way these V points are forming up all the way like this. So you can effectively see that there is channels where the price formation is moving, and you can effectively see there is an ebb and flow within those channels. But all of this price action is within a channel itself. And what you can see by that channel is right over here. And this is actually quite fascinating. So you can see way back when on the weekly chart, we've got quite a strong level of support and resistance right over in this area right here. So I'm just making use of some of these rectangles to just show you exactly where I'm talking. But there was a very strong level, and I took two orange horizontal lines to represent where that support and resistance is. Now what you can see previously, price action right over here at this point formed a very strong level of resistance right over here. So right in this red triangle. I'm actually quickly going to change the color on it. Let's change it to light blue. So right over here, you can see there's a very strong level of resistance, followed by another strong level of resistance, followed by a level of resistance here as well. Now, what could possibly happen going into this trade is that there could be a breakout to the upside. So this orange line could possibly be broken by price, and price action might try and push higher to where these previous trend lines are. So if we have a look at these two trend lines, you can see that there is a very strong resistance point and a convergence point. So like I said to you, another big point is going to be the convergence. And as you can see with those horizontal lines, as well as those bullish trend lines, there is a very, very close convergence point. Now, something that I'm watching very closely on this trade is that if price action does push slightly higher. Now, what I do when it comes to opening trades on these asset classes is that I'm taking incredibly low risk when I'm trading these opportunities. So for myself now, the current position that I have open on the short opportunity is not very big. So what it allows me to do is if price action does push a lot higher into the higher trend lines, I'm able to add to my position and actually build into the trade over a longer period of time. That is something that a lot of traders do, a lot of professional traders do, because it can be a little bit more complex. But it definitely is a strategy you can make use of if price pushes slightly higher. Another opportunity that I saw on this was the MFI strategy. Now, the MFI strategy, to anyone watching this video, you need to go and watch it. I'm really not going to explain to you exactly why, but I'm going to put this thumbnail up right over here. You have to watch the video, and I kid you not, it will seriously help you. It is one of the best strategies I make use of, and I've given it to you for free. You can go and watch the video right now. You're going to see that is my third aspect of the technical analysis to the Euro Aussie dollar trade. And now we're going to move on to the New Zealand dollar Swiss franc. So on the New Zealand dollar Swiss franc, it is once again an MFI opportunity. So the MFI strategy has very clearly been indicated on this trading opportunity. But once again, you're also going to see that on top of it, we've got an incredibly oversold stochastic right over here. So not only is the stochastic oversold, you can see for a very long period of time, we're sitting on the weekly chart here. For a very long period of time, the stochastic has never really been oversold. You can see way back when over here, it was oversold. You can see also way back when over here, it was oversold. And you can also see in these areas down here. Now, by using these vertical lines, basically what I can show you is how the peaks and troughs of the stochastic, showing when it's oversold and overbought, clearly shows that for the past couple of years, since 2013, every single time the price has become oversold, there has been a trend reversal. Now, to any of you who don't understand what the stochastic is, you can have a look at this video over here. I'll put the thumbnail up. You can have a look at that. That teaches you exactly how to trade the stochastic on medium to long-term time frames, and it will explain exactly what I'm talking about right now. Back to the video. So as you can see, we are extremely oversold on this current price level. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting the price to pivot. Now, is that enough for me to say, yes, I want to take this trade? No, it definitely is not. But if we continue to look on, what you can see in these areas over here and also down here is that we are currently experiencing levels of support. Now, not only are these levels of support, but these levels have recently been broken. And what you can also see, if we bring down a few trend lines, we can see that current price action is actually testing previous resistance levels. So effectively, as you can see, there is a very strong support level over in this area right here and down in this area over here. So as you can see, there is a very strong resistance in this area. So there's a strong support far left, there's a strong resistance far middle, and then you can see on the right hand side we have a possible convergence point. So what I mean by that is not only can we see that there's a previous support level, it has just broken, we can also see that there's a previous trend line level that lines up almost perfectly where price currently is. Now, some of you might be saying to me, well, the support level was broken. Doesn't that mean you should not trade it? Not necessarily. When you land up seeing that the stochastic is extremely oversold on the weekly chart and it has broken through support levels, and on top of that, it's about to hit a trend line level, that actually can show that the price might be severely exhausted. And how I'm able to see that is using the Bollinger Bands. So on the Bollinger Bands, on top of it, we can see the Bollinger Bands have been strongly tested and pierced. Now, I did say to you I was going to upload a video on how to use the Bollinger Bands, and very soon I will. So what you can actually do for me is just click subscribe to the channel, and what it will do is the second that video gets uploaded, you will get a notification on your YouTube platform to tell you exactly when that video is up. You can watch that, and then that will explain the reason why I'm using the Bollinger Bands as another form of confirmation that there could be a strong pivot to this trade opportunity. So I think for this trade opportunity, there has been enough talking, there has been enough analysis on this. I'm trying to keep these videos moving so we can get on to the next trade opportunity. But on this trade, I've already opened up a buy order, and I might add to the position depending on what happens on the market open next week. Right now, the position is in a very comfortable spot. I'm really liking the way this trade is looking. But once again, I still take incredibly low risk on my trades. For myself, I'm looking at only making 1 to 2% per month for my investment group and for all of my investors. For a lot of other people, they might be trying to make 10 to 20% per month, which means that they could have a very large margin of exposure on their account, meaning if something goes wrong in a trade like this, they might lose all their money. For myself, if something goes wrong, I can get myself out of the position because I have enough room to move, meaning I have enough margin to either add to my position or get out the position and not lose too much money. I'd recommend the exact same thing to you if you want to take these trades for yourself, both on the Euro Aussie dollar and the New Zealand dollar Swiss franc. But on to the last trade opportunity. I'm not going to explain this one too much. I'm just going to give you a bit of a taste, and what I'm going to do is actually upload the rest of the analysis to my Twitter page. So if you want to find out the rest of this trade opportunity, you can go down in the description below, have a look at the link to my Twitter page, make sure to go onto the Twitter page, and I will have the rest of the trade analysis uploaded right there for you. But just to get started onto this trade opportunity, there are a few similar things behind this trade that I've been having a look at. The first one is definitely having a look at some of the resistance and support levels. So right now, if we have a look at where the price currently is moving within, we can see that there is a very, very long downtrend that has been followed on the daily chart. And as you can see, it's come down to the previous support levels. So the historic support levels right here are showing that there was a very strong channel moving within this area. So you can see right over here, there was a very, very strong support area right here. And you can see also on the higher level, there was a very strong resistance area right there as well. So we can see that price has had a very strong support and resistance level right there. And as you can see up top here, we've had a breakout of price action to the upside. So there's actually a higher trend that has formed here. So we usually call it a higher range. I'm not going to be calling it a trend, but as you can see that I've put the blue lines on it just to show you the exact range. So we've got a lower range here. We can call that range 1, and we can call the higher range range 2. So the reason why I'm showing you this is, as you can see, price action is moving from a lower range up to a higher range, and then back down to a lower range. And what could possibly happen? I'm going to show you on the whiteboard for you right now. So effectively what we're seeing on the chart right now, I'm just going to be doing it for you right here, is we've got a lower range that is moving in this level here. We can label this A, and we have a higher range where price is moving up here. We can call that B. So that's a pretty simple example. So we've got range A and we've got range B. And then what we have here, which is a possible range C, is what we're looking at right now. So the reason why is, if you can see back on the chart, I'll show you just now, we've got price action that's basically moved within this level. So I'm just quickly going to give you a different color here. We've basically got price action which has moved here. It's moved within this level here. It's broken up, moved within this level quite well, and it's moved right back down to where this previous support level used to be. Now that is a simple example of three ranges where price action is moving. What's effectively happened here is momentum has pushed price slightly higher on the chart, but then price was not able to hold this level and has decided to come straight back down. And that's just a simple example of how you can trade an ABC range. It's quite a simple example of exactly what you can make use of on this trade opportunity, but that's what we're effectively looking at. And what we could possibly see happening here, given that price is right within this range, is that we could possibly see price action move back to this higher resistance area here. Now, theoretically, that is possible, but anything could happen on this trade opportunity. That is just a simple example of how you can trade an ABC range that can definitely work out. I have traded quite a lot of opportunities on this where price action struggles to hold a higher level, comes back down to the previous level and tries to regroup its price. Sometimes what we can see is also a price exhaustion. So price might stop here, but it also might move slightly lower to a lower level, but then move back up within that range. Now this could happen as well. This might be slightly complex to trade. This is obviously going to be option number one. That's going to be the trade that we want to take, but this could also happen as well. And that's just something we have to prepare for as traders. Now, as you can see, that is definitely an opportunity that we could have a look at, is the different ranges. And as you can see back in the chart now, we have a very simple example of what that A, B, and C possible range could be. Now, there is this level right down here where you can see that price action has gassed way below. And what's basically happened there is there was a very strong push to the upside, followed by a very large fall of exhaustion. And that's what I said just right now on range C, is when you can see sometimes price action will actually break below that level and move lower. But what we can see right now is that there's an opportunity that the price won't. And the reason why is because the MFI strategy is matching this trade opportunity very closely. So not only is the MFI strategy matching this opportunity, we also have the stochastic level, which is incredibly oversold on the daily chart. And also if you go onto the weekly chart, the MFI and the stochastic level is very close to being oversold. Back on the chart, the stochastic level is currently incredibly oversold and the MFI level is getting very close to being oversold. So both of those are definitely factors that I'm considering in this trade opportunity. So what you can see on these trade opportunities is we've used some very, very simple technical analysis strategies to show you. The reason why is because I not only want to show you educational strategies, I also want to show you simple strategies. Reason being, I don't want you to get lost on some crazy ideal of some really big strategy or some complex idea that might actually lead to you losing money. I want this to be as easy for you to digest so you are able to actually learn. And I know this sounds crazy. I'm uploading educational videos almost every single week that helps others all over the world learn more about trading and investing, but that is what we do in the MS Equities group. In the MSE Academy, we train students in over 28 countries around the world now. We run an online training platform that allows students from all over to come onto our platform, learn with us, and coach with my team over a 12-month period. One thing I did want to say to you is that to anyone who wants to find out more about this, there is an opportunity for an 80% discount promotion. Reason being, I recently opened up my investment group, the MSC Wealth Fund, and very soon we're going to be coming out with some new information about that. But in celebration of all of that, in celebration of doing so well, we're going to be giving away 60 seats at an 80% discount, meaning you don't have to pay $850 to study with us. You only have to pay $200 to study with us. It's an incredible discount and it's only going to last for the next 60 seats. So email study@msequitiestrading.com to get access to the program. And on top of that, make sure that you also visit the website www.msequitiestrading.com. The link is going to be down below in the description. If you want to learn more about exactly what we do and why we do it, make sure to have a look at our website. But like I said, these 3 trades, great opportunities. I'm going to be taking all 3 of the trades. Make sure to also have a look at the Twitter page if you want to get more information about this FTSE 100 trade opportunity. Hope you liked this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you thought it was very helpful. And I will see you in the next video. Cheers for now, everyone.